Okay, what we're doing today is we're doing a compost pile. Just a simple rectangular. We're using 2x6 Douglas fir lumber because of the cost of redwood. So we're going to be, it's just going to be 3 frames hooked together with metal framing and metal framing ties and hammered in with galvanized nails. So a simple, ordinary compost. This way I can show you how I do my compost a little bit different than what other people do. Come and see how I do this. Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. The first step is to come and see where the compost bin will be at. For me, I have this wasted space over here where the plywood is and the shovel. I've taken off all of the newspapers and green waste that I've been saving now for over a month. I still have a little bit more to do. And I've measured from the wall to this cement base is about approximately 7 feet. So what I'm going to do next is cut 2 7-footers, and then I'm going to decide how wide I want it. I don't want it any wider than, you can't see it, but underneath there are valves. So it's important that gardeners and so forth get underneath the valves. So it'll be pretty much where this center brick area is, which I'm estimating is to be pretty close to 2 feet. All right, so let's get started. So what I've done is I've taken 2 2x6x8s, you can see it down here, and I'm going to cut it to 7 feet. I'll find something to do with that, maybe a flower pot. And then this over here will be the side panels. Once we figure this all out, it'll be easy. We'll be able to cut them all and then tie them up. I mean, hammer them into place. Alright, if you decide to use 2x6s because money is a concern to you, that's fine. If you use metal like this, make sure you paint these. If you don't, in a year or less they'll rust. Not a big deal, I mean, you know, if it's at the side of the house, but this looks more professional. Alright, this is basically, I'm calling it my door frame, but it's the first level of the compost bin. I don't know if you can see the work, the wood has warped because this is green wood. It's not kiln dried. Even if you come down over here, you can see it, the level is up. But it's just going to be holding basically dirt and your vegetation, so we're not going to worry about it. It's going to give it a nice frame. It's going to last easily 5 years before it starts to rot. Okay, now we're going to put these on the very edge. And the reason why is, you see, if you go to 2x6, the second one will be complete, and then hopefully what will happen is that we'll have a little bit for the third frame. All right, so that's how we're going to do. We're going to nail these in with 7/8 fast tight roofing nails. They're just real easy to nail in, and that's what we're going to use. Okay, there goes. It's like a piece of artwork, a jigsaw puzzle that you're trying to solve. There's no way I'm going to be able to hammer it on this side. So the second layer is going to work fine. I'm going to get this out of the way. We're going to take this later on, put it along the side here, and tie it in that way. All this is going to be, this piece of plywood, is to keep the straw from coming inside here. That's its only purpose, and later on I'll probably cut it down. Alright, so that's what it looks like right now. Lost one of my legs. So you can see it down there, it's got the brackets. So before I had them on the edge and I was only being held by 2 nails. Now it's on the inside and 4 nails are holding it. It's going to work just fine. You see how the wood is going to be, secured, and the best part is that I'll be able to put that other little brace that I have on the very top, put a 3rd layer. And this time it fits. Let me show you. Okay, so it's done. What did I learn? Buy 2x12s instead of 2x6s. You buy one 2x12 and you put your 8 nails in it, and maybe you have it enforced on the inside like I did, and it's over with. But if you buy 2x6s like the way I did it, you do it 3 times, and maybe you save maybe $5. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Also, this is gonna rot because this is Douglas fir on the ground. So if you buy 2x12s that are redwood, they would last 10-15 years, while Douglas fir may last you 5 years if you're very lucky. Our soil here is mostly clay, which is why everything here is a raised bed. So maybe I might get away with it, not too much spoilage from the termites. Okay, so the next part of this video is to fill it up, to put the manure in, to cover it up, and to let it do its thing. It's long enough so I should be able to have plenty of manure. Also, I have to pick up a fork, which I don't have, a garden fork. Alright, the conclusion. 1, the soil where I placed my compost bin wasn't level. This caused me all kinds of problems. I couldn't get the frames to line up correctly. Alright, I dealt with it by using plywood in the very front to align everything together. Then I used plywood on the side, and that did the same thing. That aligned the back. Now it's sturdy. Won't move. Now the next step is to be able to show you how I layer the newspaper and the bushes and the grass clippings into a bunch so that I can make good compost. So that'll be the next step for this video.